What is going on, everybody? This is Dave and welcome back to a brand new episode of my Football Manager 2018 Manchester United Directors Challenge Save. We're finally into January now. We got our Champions League knockout stage place booked. We've got our new opponent and we've got so much stuff to go through, so we may as well go and quickly jump into it right now. Kicked off with a 2-0 win against 9-man Huddersfield. They're currently rock bottom of the league, but it was another 2 goals for Marcus Rashford. You can look at the stats. We were highly dominant. The thing I was a little bit concerned about was that it took us so long to get the goal and that we didn't add more to the game. But nonetheless, it was 3 points. And I suppose, they get a little bit of momentum despite them getting the red card. They had every man behind the ball. I was never worried that they were going to beat us. I was just concerned about our lack of goals. But nonetheless, as I say, 3 points, moving on to the next game. And from one extreme to the other, we smashed West Brom 6 goals to 1. There was a hat-trick for Lukaku, who you guys know has been struggling recently. Antonio Valencia also scored, and Herrera scored, and Anthony Martial with the other 3. And then Nasir Chadli scored in between all that havoc to grab West Brom a consolation goal. To be fair, as you can see, our shots, we didn't have as many as we did in the last game, but we were much more clinical today. Very strong performance from us. We were 3-0 up by half-time, grabbed another 3 in the second half, and it's a really good win for us. However, we lost out to Chelsea. We were top at the time. They were second. It was first versus second, and we lost out 1-0. And Herrera didn't make things better for us in the last 10 minutes when he was sent off. But we just tried to get something going. Unfortunately, we couldn't. And Chelsea grabbed the 3 points on this occasion. We got back to winning ways with a 2-0 victory over Southampton. Anthony Martial on the score sheet again alongside Marcus Rashford. It was a routine victory for us in the end. A nice, solid performance. And we took our chances on the day and another clean sheet. Again, another victory. This time we beat West Ham 2-0. Henrik Mkhitaryan and Marcus Rashford scoring the goals. 26 shots for us, 56% of the possession. As you can see, guys, as well, Zlatan Ibrahimovic down here is starting to come into game time now. And he's been playing a few games for us as well. Along with Callum Gribbin, we're still getting him some game time. And Juan Mata came on for this game. But another 3 points. And then most recently, we dispatched of Watford 4-1. A game where we scored 4 goals and neither Lukaku or Rashford score, which is crazy. We were 4-0 up when they scored. It was Martial, Valencia, Lingard and Zlatan Ibrahimovic scoring the goals. Abdoulaye Doucouré getting the consolation for Watford, but a strong performance from us there. And now we can move on to the big news. So, today we're going to be playing against Crystal Palace and Watford again, because that's who we drew in the FA Cup 3rd round. You can also see Champions League, we drew a big short straw. We are going to be up against Real Madrid in that game over the 2 legs, which is going to be a very tough game for us. As you guys know, we got a little bit more transfer budget as well at the start of the next game. I don't know why this game is running so slow today. At the start of the last episode, I said that to you guys. So we got 77 million. However, Mr. Ferguson, or Sir Ferguson rather, isn't it? He has bidded for a player. He is planning to bring in, not that I'm moaning because we need this position. He's planning to bring in if it wants to load. I don't know why it's going so slow today. Literally, what is wrong with this game today? So there we go. We have, there's 2 players that he's bid for. A guy coming in. Let's see if these are all in, I'd assume. Danilo Pereira is bid for 33 million, potentially rising up to 37 million. And Jean-Michel Seri, by the looks of it, though, he's offered him 225k a week, which is ridiculous. But Seri would come in at the end of the season on a free transfer. Lee Smelt as well from Charlton. Looks like he's going to be joining the under-18s. But as it stands, it's a good amount of money there for him to play with. Danilo Pereira, I think we need a defensive midfielder and another striker. If you can add a striker, maybe get rid of a couple of fringe players, I think we're in for a good time. Also, we grabbed ourselves a brand new contract at the club. So now we've got a little bit of a little bit more reassurance in our role. But today, we're going to be playing against Palace. As you can see now, we are second in the league. Much better performance from us recently. Lost just 4 games. We're on 43 points, level on points with Arsenal. Just our goal difference by 1 goal, letting us down at the moment. Let's go and get a win against Crystal Palace. And hopefully, we can go top of the league before our FA Cup game against Watford. Just a quick update as well before we get into the game. Our dynamics are looking pretty good, bar their sort of support for me. Other than that, it's looking alright. The dressing room atmosphere is much better. Club atmosphere has seen a slight drop. It was a lot higher than that. I don't know why it's gone down a little bit. Because it's probably because Martial wants to leave as well, which I forgot to tell you about. But a lot of greens, which is good. We've only been at the club short period, so I'd expect that to go up a little bit shortly. And we're failing to positively influence a number of players. But I'm not too fussed. At the moment, it's okay. These two are probably going to leave. But Anthony Martial now wants to join Barcelona, which is going to be a little bit annoying. Then here we go. Palace are playing really defensive. We've changed it up a little bit because obviously we had a game just 2 days ago. And we're at the new year now, so we've swapped it up a little bit, brought a few different faces in, but it is still a fairly strong team, and it's still a team I'd expect to win this game. So I do apologise today if the game is a little bit laggy or what have you, because for some reason, I don't know why, today it just seems to be running a little bit slow. But the full release is out extremely soon, as in the next day or so. So, wow, there we go, 1-0 down already. Right. First shot of the game, Palace go and score. And this is where they can literally sit back now. New Year's, hopefully, not a change for us. A New Year's resolution is to be consistent and carry on winning games. That is what it should be. 15 minutes gone. Maybe there is another chance here. Wayne Hennessy with a big ball forward. Luke Shaw back in the team. Brings it down for Martial. I probably should have dropped Martial. His head's going to be all over the place. We should get a good money for him though, if Sir Alex lets him go. Here's Lukaku though, tried to play that ball through to Rashford. They were playing it around dangerously there. Luke Shaw now up to Martial. Into Paulo Pogba. Mata back to Paul Pogba. Into Mata again. Good 1-2s between the two. Mata's meant to be on the right wing, but he's quite inside there. And Rashford now over to Darmian. Took a ball towards Lukaku. The gameplay is a little bit jumpy, which is a bit annoying. But ball in from Lukaku, and it looks like that hit the post. And if that was the highlight, I'd be very, very disappointed, which is obviously it is. If Palace are going to score goals, it's going to be off set pieces. What the hell is going on? We're 2-0 down. We've almost been unstoppable, guys, in our last 5-10 games. The only team that has stopped us is Chelsea because they had a really, they played 5 at the back, but counter-attacking football. They did us good. But these guys are 2 goals off set pieces. Ridiculous. Martial now injured. Brilliant. Right, I'm going to bring him off. His head's going to be all over the shop. Do I risk? You know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to bring on the man, the myth, the legend. We're going to bring on Zlatan. You know what? I'm actually going to keep him as a false 9 because Rashford seems to have excelled there. And obviously I know he's younger and he's probably more physical than Zlatan is, pace-wise. But maybe he can make a change for us. He's running onto the pitch now. If this isn't a highlight, I'm going to be disappointed. I don't know what's going on. Anyone help? Brilliant. Oh, here we go. Darmian. Mata. If we score now, I'll be happy. Wow. What the heck? Right. Goodbye on the ball. Into Andros Townsend. Ball forward. Back to Kabay. On the ball now. Tried to crunch him. Townsend with the ball in. Buying out to Pogba. To Juan Mata. Over to Zlatan now. 35 minutes gone. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Lost out there. And Palace can break? No. Here's Paul Pogba. What a challenge from Christian Benteke there. And now Darmian nabs it. And Mata up to Pogba now. Pogba now into Lukaku. Lukaku will find Rashford off the post. Ah, so close. That is where Rashford is going to be dangerous though, because he's scored bags of goals, as you guys have seen. And now running in from that left-hand side behind the fullbacks is hopefully going to work. An absolute treat for us. It's coming up towards half-time. We're 2-0 down. And you know what we're going to have to do? We're going to have to shove. We're going to have to give them the hairdryer treatment. We really are. But 2 goals very early on from Crystal Palace. And aggressively, we're going to tell them we're much better. They, majority, agree. But we need a big reaction from them. Second half, we've looked dominant, bar obviously the Palace goals. We've looked okay. We've just got to make sure we bury at least 2 chances now and don't give Palace the full 3 points. Here's Paul Pogba. Mata again. He finds Ibra. Tight angle for him though. Drills it straight towards the goalkeeper and it got cleared away eventually. Is Ibra causing problems again. Rashford struggling to make much of an impact on that left-hand side though. Ball forward. Townsend didn't win it. Here's Rashford though. Long ball towards Lukaku. Tompkins now on the ball. Lukaku nabs it off him. And in the box is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. And Hennessy makes a good save. Zlatan's got to be burying those. Ball in. Cleared away. Pogba again. Needs a little bit of magic. Dreadful ball. That's annoying. Now Matic is injured. Right, brilliant. Right, well, I don't even know what to do. We've been dreadful today. We can't even make any more subs. Okay, let's just keep it like that then. We've lost today 2-0 to Crystal Palace. And I think it was just one of them games. You know, one of those games where we're creating chances, just can't seem to score. And they take, 1 or 2 chances and they take it and score. Almost 2 minutes over the stoppage time. I'd assume the referee is going to blow the whistle now. And there we go. Palace with a massive, massive 3 points. But for us, it is a massive loss because it's going to give the teams around us a big chance to catch up. So then, now we have our game against Watford in the FA Cup. And there has been some transfer dealings. So, Sir Alex is putting a new bid for Danilo Pereira, which has been accepted. So he's in talks with him now. By the looks of it, for about 170k a week. However, as you can see, a big boost there to our transfer budget is because, Axel Tunzabi is looking to go out on loan. Marcus Rojo has been sold 22.5 million to a Chinese side. He didn't really play for us, I don't think, at all this season. He actually didn't. He didn't play a single game for me, which is crazy. So he left. 22.5 million, I think, is a very good deal for him. And that's a good amount of money for us to bring in a couple of new players. But we're going to jump into today's game against Watford in the league. Obviously, after our loss, we're still second, only behind Arsenal by 1 point. So there's still plenty of time to catch them up. But here's hoping that we can go and beat Watford. So here we are then for this game. I think our side is almost full strength, bar that I've put Martial out for Lingard. I brought Lingard in. As you can see, the star by Valencia, he actually got Player of the Month last month, and Rashford got Young Player of the Month. We've also, as you can see, Watford playing a 4-1-4-1, and Batshuayi sitting up front for them, talking to the team. We're gonna put it over to Watford and say, they're the team struggling. We've got to take advantage and make things even worse for them. Here we are though, at Vicarage Road against Watford, hoping that we can maybe grab a victory. Shaw with a throw in here into Lingard. A bit of room on the edge and he finds Daley Blind. A bit more room on the right, but he's found Lukaku on the left instead. Good ball in towards Rashford, and what a goal that is. Another fantastic assist from Romelu Lukaku, who literally whipped it in full pace. It's great play from Blind. Just took his time to pick a pass. It's a brilliant pass at that. Look at this ball from Lukaku. Smashes it into the area and finds Marcus Rashford with a pinpoint header, with a pinpoint cross. And we 1-0 up here against Watford in the FA Cup third round. Obviously, we got knocked out of the League Cup. I really want this cup to be winnable. I want us to get at least 1 or 2 pieces of silverware this season. Here's Rashford with a free kick. I thought it had gone in. It's just gone over the bar. As I said, Premier League's winnable. FA Cup is winnable. I'll say the Champions League is winnable if we can beat Real Madrid over the 2 legs. I think that'll definitely be doable then. But we're 1-0 up at half-time. We're looking okay at the moment. We are going to just calmly say things are going well, but we're capable of better, which they definitely are. as it stands. We've scored the 1 goal. We beat these 4-1 just last week in the league. So here's hoping that we can continue our good form. Here's Yamat on the ball to Chalobah, and he lost out, and Rashford will find Mkhitaryan and will find the net. And with just over half an hour to go on, it is now 2-0 to Manchester United. Daryl Yamat's throw in, and it's a poor touch from Nathaniel Chalobah. It's a wonderful finish from Henrik Mkhitaryan, though, to make it Watford 0, Manchester United 2. To Damari Gray. Pereira on the ball now for Watford, and we're into stoppage time, and it looks like it's going to be one of those routine victories for us. Beat them 4-1 just a week or so ago. We're going to beat them 2-0 here in the FA Cup. Will Hughes back to Decore. Will Hughes, Pereira. Hughes again. They're just keeping the ball, trying to find a breakthrough to maybe grab a consolation goal, but I don't think they're going to. Here's Callum Gribbin. Unlucky with his knock forward there. And there's the full-time whistle. A routine victory for us there in the FA Cup. It'll see us through to the 4th round. It's going to be a passionate, nice victory. The team agree with that. We've got some big Premier League action coming up now before our game against Real Madrid. And we're definitely going to have some sort of signings before we next meet. As you can see, we're going to be playing Burnley, Newcastle, Everton. And I'm actually going to come back for a single live comp against Arsenal. I know around here there was a big chunk of fixtures. But we're going to come back for that game against Arsenal. And we're going to hope that we could grab a win there. They're currently top of the league. But we're through to the 4th round of the FA Cup. I'm sure if it's a big game, it may even be around this weekend of the Arsenal game. We'll have to see. But if not, we'll figure it out. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today. If you did, make sure you smash the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'm sure I'll see you all very, very soon.